Hello Booktuber fans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin. In this video we're going to be doing my November TBR, and we're going to have Candyland choose my TBR for the month of November. And we're going to go through all the rules and what the colors are based off of to see what I get for the month. And it's always fun each month to see what I get. So let's see what it has in store for me. For red, it is a random wheel spin, and that is pretty much every wheel you can think of. I put it on a wheel, and my daughter or my son or I, depending who feels like doing it, spins the wheel, and we get whatever ends up on the wheel. Sometimes we do two, sometimes we do one. Orange is pick a book from a physical TBR. Yellow is pick a book that is in a series. Green is my pick. Blue is pick a book you have been putting off. Purple is TBR book jar pick. And pink is a candy piece that is on the candy board, and that is my daughter picks the book. And then if there are two colors that are picked during the month, my son gets to pick a book. So let's see what we get. You pick one? Okay, what is it? Let me see. It says car wheel to pick a book. Okay, what do we get? You pick that one? What is it?
Shortest book on physical TBR.
Okay, shortest book. Alright. Okay. And for our first roll, we got purple, which is a book jar pick. And we got color wheel to pick a book, and we got the color gold. And we went between This Woven Kingdom, A Language of Dragons, and the Jasad Air duology. And my daughter said, from these three, you can pick your pick. So I picked the Jasad Air, and because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it, and it sounds really good. So I figured, why not pick up that book? And the author is Sarah Hesham, and it's Egyptian story. Was inspired by the Egyptian. It is 10 years ago, the kingdom of Jasad burned its magic, outlawed its royal family, murdered down to the last child. At least that's what Sylvia wants people to believe. The last heir Jasad, Sylvia never wants to be found. She can't think about how Nizal's armies laid waste to her kingdom and continue to hunt its people. Not if she wants to stay alive, but when Aaron, the Nantil's heir, tracks a group of Jasadi rebels to a village, staring one step ahead of death gets trickier. In a moment of anger, Sylvia's magic is exposed, capturing Aaron's attention. Now, to save her life, Sylvia will have to make a deal with her greatest enemy. If she helps him lure the rebels, she'll escape persecution. And I heard it's a mix, mostly romance versus fantasy, so I'm curious to see how that will go. Our second roll was a green space, and that is my pick. I picked Dire Bond because I want that feeling of fourth wing again. So that is what I picked, and that is by Sable Sorensen. Marion Cooper has never dreamed of being one of the Bonded, the King's elite warriors who formed mental links with massive, vicious direwolves. She made peace with her life, scraping by in poverty in the shadows of the castle. But then her younger sister, Sarah, is kidnapped, stolen across the border by the immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting, and Marin's world falls apart. Desperate to cross the front and save her sister, Marin enlists in the army, only to discover that there are bonding trials this year where all soldiers are forced to risk their lives in an attempt to connect with a direwolf. It's too late to turn back. Miriam is thrown into the deadly competition against her will. And this one, I've heard it's a hit or miss if you like it or not, so I am looking forward to getting to this book and see it if I'm one of the people that is going to enjoy the hype or not. Okay. Go. Letter generator. Yay. Author letter. The third roll we got was red, and we got a random wheel spin. So we spin the wheel, and we got a letter generator, and we got B. So I had to find a book in my list that had a letter B in the title, and we went with Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton. This is the only, I guess, memoir nonfiction I have in my collection, because I don't really read them that much. But this is the magical moments on set as Draco Malfoy to the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. Get a backstage pass into Tom Felton's life on and off the big screen. And I'm curious to see how this is going to go, because I don't know all the works he's done as an actor, but I know him from Harry Potter, so I'm excited to get to this book. And our last roll we got was Yellow, which is book in a series. I had to recount this one because I wasn't sure if my daughter counted correctly, and she did not. She thought it was a red space, and actually it's a yellow space, and it was 9 spaces, so I had to double check. We're still working on our math at the moment, and the one I picked for this one is my only physical book that I have, is Wild Ribbons by Rebecca Ross. This is the prequel to the Letter Chapman series. I finished Ruthless Vows in January, not expecting to be a prequel this year, but there is. This one, description: born in the firelight domain of the Underrealm, Matilda is the youngest goddess of her clan. Blessed with humble messenger magic, she uses to carry words and letters through the realms. But the gods will kill for power, and Matilda holds a secret she must hide from even her dearest allies. And there is a mortal who dreams of her, though they have never met in the waking world. 10 years ago, Vincent of Beckett wrote to Matilda on the darkest night of his life, begging the goddess to befriend him in dreams to help him. His request went unanswered, and Vincent became a hardened, irreverent lord of the river, who has long forgotten Matilda until she comes tumbling into his bedroom window with a letter for him. I'm curious what's going to happen once they see each other, and how his personality will change, and how this is going to intertwine with the duology for Divine Rebels and Ruthless Vows. So we'll have to see. But those are the 4 books that are on my TBR for the month of November. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and wish me luck with getting to some of these long books for the month. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!